Hello friends, and welcome to the Urban Homesteading channel. If today is your first time visiting with us, we want to extend you a very warm welcome and invite you to watch any of our over 400 videos that we have arranged for your convenience in playlists, as we are confident you're going to find something both entertaining and educational and find out how to build something for yourself. If you've been here before but you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Do subscribe. If today is your birthday, we want to wish you a very happy birthday. Okay, so we have the first piece, and we're going to show you how to easily do this without doing a lot of measuring. We're going to take another scrap 2x4, and the first thing we're going to do is go to the bottom and scribe a line which will give us exactly the angle we want between that and the floor, right? Mm-hmm. And we're going to cut that. Again, we're only using a jigsaw, but this will be a much easier project using a table saw or a circular saw. And then we're going to do the same thing on top, and this just gives us the baseline line
angle.
Yeah. And we have cut this already, so that's why we're not marking it, but we're going to go and do a second one. We have not sand any of it yet. We're going to go and do a second one exactly this way. We'll be right away to cut to the uncut line, and we're going to make a line there, and this is our angle. And then we're going to go on the top, and we're going the same thing here. And as you can see now, we've transferred our two angles. Make sense? Mm-hmm. All right, let's cut them. So this is our finished piece. Would you like to be going this way? Okay, so do I need to go to the other side or? Okay. Musical chairs, yeah.
Quite the dance we're doing here. So here we are on the other. Hold on.
Balog. Excellent. What?
For like it has a curve in it, but we'll see.
Okay, so we have the two verticals in place, and we're going to start building the cells, right?
Right.
Now the dimensions and the width, this is all personal taste. You can do it in any way you want. This is what we kind of eyeball it, and we think we like this distance between the two verticals. Okay, again we're going to use a scrap of wood and we're going to put it on our wall, and this will serve as a spacer, so the back of our shelf will be that distance from the wall, which is in a 2x4, 1.5 I think, right? Mm-hmm. That's the dimension. So then we take the measurement from the back of the wall, which will be our shelf, to the front, and we want it to be coming out a little, and we decided we want it to a foot mark, so it will be coming that much out. So we're going to go and cut two straight 12 feet marks.
12-inch mark.
12 inch marks. 12. Is it correct?
I think so.
So does that clean? Is it really cleaner?
It's quite a bit cleaner, I think.
It is.
Okay.
It's a little at an angle, but we can stand it.
You're supposed to start the blade before you touch it. I don't know what that was.
Trying not to get sawdust in my eyes. How much you see those for sale on Pinterest? This I saw it when I looked it up. $99, $199.
and we pay what, 10? Not even. How much the wood was? $3.19 or
$2.98 board.
I don't know. How much was it, Lo?
Yeah, it was $2.98.
About 4 boards.
$12.
Okay, so the sanding right now is to knock off any of these little edges on the boards that happen with this jigsaw.
But we did find that changing the blade on our jigsaw,
Makes a difference on the cut.
right, and as far as
So you'll see that it will have these little pieces on it, rough edges. But this is still a fairly clean cut.
especially compared to what our old blade was doing, right?
Yeah, that's a pretty good clean cut. It's just got some roughness to the edges. So that's the whole point of doing this sanding.
And we're also still learning how to use the jigsaw. I mean, it's not a tool that we have spent a lot of time with.
No, we haven't had to because we had table saw and miter saw, the band saw. We had so many other saws. So
And one of the reasons I chose this project is you don't really have to be perfect. Everything can be fairly approximate and still will come out looking like it's supposed to, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna finish up soon in here and be back with you in a bit.
That's in, yeah.
Okay, so for replacing the board,
Is that an inch, you think?
That's an inch on the back side, yes.
Okay.
I need the pencil. Do we need the pencil?
I don't know. All right. You want me to do it? I can't. One-handed. What happened? Yeah, this is the correct one. The difference between tight bone and gorilla. One works, the other doesn't. I cannot see it. Can you tell me?
if that's level.
Okay, ready? I will have to put something else. Okay,
Okay, that was real close to the front.
I know. Okay, let it go. There are two and it will not move.
Except it is.
No, this will not move. The thing will move because it changes gravity.
The weight.
Yeah.
Get a shop rag to get glue.
Okay, so now that we have the first shelf placed, we've pulled the second sidebar closer to it, and we've lined up the brace support for the second sidebar as well to make sure that they are aligned. And now we're going to pull it away so that we can do the glue and do the brad nails. Okay,
All right, so we're using 4x4s for everything,
2x4.
2x4s for everything. Of course, you can change that, right? And you can put them all together or you can have a distance between. I mean, that's totally up to you, right? Okay, good. I have done it. It's all good. All right. Now we need to figure out how many cells we're going to put. Everything will be built the same way, so we're not going to repeat it. And part of the charm of this piece is the unevenness of things. It's like supposed to be rough looking, almost. I mean, we're using timber, dimensional timber. We're not using fine wood. So, but we will stain it, giving it that more rustic look.
Okay, so here's the brace for the top shelf, and what we did was line up where we wanted the shelf itself. We also measured out the 1.5 inch overhang here that's going to match this lower shelf down here. Made sure that it is level, and it is now attached. So what we're going to do is line up the other one on the opposite side. Make sure that one is level and attach it as well before we attach the
All right, friends, with the top and bottom shelves in place, we measured the middle point between those two shelves for our middle shelf, and we just made the mark. And using the same approach that we showed you before, we are going to attach the third and last mark. Shelf mark. Well, we can attach a mark. You cannot attach a mark.
We're talented. But,
Okay,
you know.
I also want to double check that this is 17 and a half. Oh, we said from the top.
Yeah.
Or-
We measured at 19.
19. So I want to do 19 on this side too, right?
Yes.
You mean we need to touch it in both sides?
For a shelf, you
Or is 19?
This is 19.
Is the number between 18 and 20?
That one.
excellent.
Now.
All right, and we saw you a little bit of a close-up of how the piece looks. We decided on 3 shelves. You can decide on more shelves, right? Mm-hmm. And while most people avoid live edge wood, we start liking the look, right? So we were spending time at the big store looking for live edge boards when most people try to avoid them.
Well, and this works out great because then look, we've got the live edge mantle that we did, and this will match up with that to give it that really nice rustic look.
But we're getting there. We know one of our pieces is a little too wide, so we need to make it the right dimension. All right, friends, and this is the finished product. We do like both the casual look of it and the utility that it provides us. And we spent about $12 in material. We started with 4 boards like this, and we ended with this. Right? Mm-hmm. So we see them for sale for what? $99, $100. So for under $15, you can have something similar, and you can have it your way to fit your space in the dimensions that fit your space most, rather than buy something and try to make it fit your space. And I think we're thinking we're going to stain this. Yes?
Yeah.
I like it that way. No? Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, the other button works as well. Share, like, subscribe, and let us know what you want to see in this channel. From the Garage Wizard, Mrs. Wizard, and Elpida, we want to bid you a great week.